Here come the boas. Y'all ready to go swimming, baby? Come on. Give it up. Get out of that water. I tried telling y'all. It's swim lessons, baby.
Dude, bro, my guy.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Hey, first off, I just want to say congratulations on winning the Manitoba Derby. Shout out.
Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it.
And you and I had a conversation last year about you wanting to become the leading rider, not only at ASD, but become kind of a known name in Canada.
Yeah.
And dude, we're in the final day and you're going to get it.
Exactly. It's like, you speak things into perspective,
Yeah.
I really had a rough year last year, but that's the past. We talked about it and you just move forward and work hard and fulfill your dream.
Dude, and to congratulate you, I got you something real quick.
Really?
Yeah. And we're going to drink this...
Holy fuck.
the nicest tequila in the States right there for you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
How the fuck you open this shit?
Me and old Antonio have been known to have a few soiree in our day.
That's what you want to call it? Woo.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
We're going to drink this tonight.
Yeah, we'll celebrate your crown, your victory, bro.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Pull that mic as close as you can to your mouth. There you go, so people can really hear you.
Oh,
There we go. That's better. But anyways, man, no, I've been wanting this to happen for a while. And
Yeah.
I mean, we've been good friends for a long time. And how long have you been riding up here at Assiniboia Downs?
This year will make 8 years,
8 years.
Which means we've been friends for 8 years?
Bro, a long time, yeah.
Fuck, hanging out every day, doing crazy shit.
It's been fun, and we go to Winnipeg Blue Bomber games and CFL. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Antonio, I want people to learn a little bit more about you. And when did you first start riding horses? Not competitively, but when did you start just kind of getting on the back of a horse?
Well, I would say I was about 12, 13 years old. I started doing dressage and show jumping, and that wasn't enough. It was fun, but I needed more adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just got hooked up with a trainer, and the rest is history, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
And he just threw you on. He's like, hey, go as fast as you can, or what?
Nah. He kind of showed me the ropes, you know what I mean? And I just took it in, and I was really serious about it. I had passion for it, and I was willing to learn. So, yeah.
That's a big part, willing to learn.
Exactly.
Did you view it? I mean, Barbados is a beautiful country, beautiful city, beautiful people.
Yeah.
But did you view being a jockey as a way out to explore the world?
Well, to be honest, at the time, no. I was just happy to be around the horses, wanted to ride the horses. But as I progressed and I noticed I actually have talent and skill, I knew the opportunity would come, to travel the world and whatever. I've been to Trinidad, I've been to Martinique, and the next step for me was Canada. And I got the perfect opportunity and I took it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How old were you when you rode your first race?
I would say I was 16 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember the horse's name?
Oh, wait. I should.
Did you win?
No, I finished 8th. I know that for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Because isn't the racetrack in Barbados like a bull ring style, or is it a mile?
It's 6 furlongs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is. Okay.
It's shaped like a fucking egg.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's turns. You just got one straight.
Our mutual friend Kurt Contois, the announcer here at ASD, talks about that track all the time.
Oh yeah, he loves Barbados.
He says it's the best. So let's fast forward a little bit. When did you first hear about Winnipeg, Manitoba, Assiniboia Downs, and you would have a chance to come here?
Well, I first heard about the track back in 2014. Chris Husbands, former leading rider here. He used to always come here and dominate here. So
yeah,
that's how I knew about it. But I first got the opportunity back in 2015. Okay. When Christopher Husbands came home and I asked him, hey, I would like to take a trip up the road. And he said, don't worry, bro, I got you.
Really?
And he stood on his word and he fulfilled it. Dude. And the following year, I was here.
Yeah, and then the rest is just kind of history.
Yeah. I finished second to him that following year, too. It was a great experience.
Oh, so your first year here, you got second in the standings?
I won 68 races. It was like a dream.
Yeah.
Everything just fell into place.
Yeah. That's awesome.
The last thing I can remember, he telling me was
hey, Tim Tarasenko in the house. No, you're good, Tim. Tim. What up, Tim?
The last thing Chris told me is shit, you needed to be here ever since. You wanted to be here. You're ready.
Yeah.
That's the last thing he told me.
Dude, that's sick. And
Yeah.
okay, so then did you go back home after that? Okay.
Yeah, I only spent like one winter here. It's too cold and there's nothing really to do. And
Yeah.
everything is just white.
Well, dude, I'm from North Dakota and it's cold there, but Kurt tells me all the time, and my friends up here say it's way colder than North Dakota here in the winter.
Oh yeah, winter peg. You don't
Winter
call it
peg,
that. You
yeah.
don't call it that for nothing.
So now you've been here 8 years, you were saying?
Yeah, 8 years.
Do you have any favorite? Kurt Contois, we were just talking about him. Now Kurt's in the house. Kurt's in the house. Antonio, what are some of your favorite horses that come to mind here the past 8 years at ASD?
I would say Langara, Stevie Mac,
Stevie Mac. Now that's a
Yeah.
name.
Escape Clause.
One of the greatest horses to ever come out of
Exactly.
work.
Like I did all the work with her, like from jogging to galloping, going in the gates.
Did you know right when you got on Escape Clause that, okay, this is a horse that has some power, that has something that is going to win us a lot of races, or is it kind of a process?
It was kind of like a process, but as she progressed and learned really fast. She was professional. And like even before the first workout, I felt, she felt different and she was serious, like a very strong, strapping filly. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Words can't explain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, totally. And then she won quite a few stake races for
oh
you,
yeah.
didn't
Oh yeah.
she? Yeah. I gotta say, yeah, just kind of watching, and we've been friends like for 8 years, like we talked about, but watching you get better every year. But one thing you've had on your checklist since year one here was to win the biggest race at Assiniboine Downs, and that's the Manitoba Derby.
Manitoba Derby, yeah.
And this year you got it.
The thing about it, I always told everyone, I'm going to win the Derby.
Yeah.
Everyone just like kind of like pressured me a lot about it. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to win the Derby and it's going to be a long shot. And no one believed me. And it turned out it was a long shot.
It was a long shot.
Exactly. Got a perfect trip, dream trip. You know what I mean? And rest is history, bro.
Can you take us through pre-race to the paddock? What did trainer Jerry Gorno say to you before the Manitoba Derby?
Well, before the Derby, he was just like, go for the gate. Make sure you stay on the rail, save as much ground and don't give him too much to do. It was pretty brief. It wasn't nothing like a big strategic plan or
That's
anything.
all he said.
Yeah.
And just let the race develop, or
Yep.
what?
Go from the break, let the race develop, and I be the judge.
Okay, so now you're in the gates. What's your mindset? What's going through Antonio Whitehall's mindset when you're in the starting gates before the biggest race?
Okay. My mind, I was just trying to be as calm as possible. You know what I mean? Get him out the gate without stumbling and look around and find some position as soon as possible. And as soon as the gate opened up, he broke away sharply and I just let him fall in his stride. Then I dove down to the rail when I seen the opening. And then I got him to relax.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got him to relax, to like the quarter pole, I was good. Then I asked him, tip him out, and he gave me everything.
So where were you sitting, like coming across the wire for the first time?
I was sitting like fifth.
So was it you were getting dirt in your face?
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't bother him. Like,
Really?
when I got up at the 5/8, he kind of like rushed up in between there on the rail. So I had to take a little hole, and then it ended up in third. I'm like, holy shit, I'm here already.
Yeah.
So then I got him to relax again, and he just settled until I asked him again. For a 3-year-old, that's huge.
And then when you cross the wire, and we'll play the YouTube clip on a segment, but when you cross the wire, you put up your hand in triumph, and you were ecstatic.
Oh yeah, like the feeling to actually get what you spoke about, and it's just fucking a great feeling, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm sure it is. I mean,
I was like, I didn't even know how to act.
right.
You know what I mean? Like that's nothing you rehearse for, but
It's kind of like a dream, I'm guessing.
I wish I could do it all over again.
Yeah.
I just wish the feeling was still there, like the moment. You know what I mean?
And it went by like as fast as the person can blink.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you win the Derby, you come to the winner's circle. What's it like in the winner's circle? Are tears coming out? Is Jerry Gorno giving you a hug? What's going on?
I thought no, he just gave me a lot of fist bumps and
Yeah.
a pat on the leg. I thought I was gonna cry for a sec, but I was just overfilled with joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be a great feeling. And
Exactly. The most prestigious race in Manitoba. Come on.
Yeah. And then Henry Witt, that's the
got his
owner's
first,
name, right?
yep.
That was his first Manitoba
And Jerry
Derby.
Gorno. So it
Jerry
was
Gorno.
like the perfect team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah. So, okay. So you win the Derby. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Manitoba Derby is the first leg of this new Canadian Triple Crown,
Yeah.
kind of like the Kentucky Derby with its Triple Crown in America. What was the feelings going into that second race, the Triple Crown, with that
I
horse?
was very confident on my horse. You know what I mean? I have a nice horse. The way how he won, I was confident. I wasn't like scared of the competition or anything.
Right.
You know, after all, it's a horse race. So we were very calm and humbled, and we took the trip, but didn't work out as planned. But still
Yeah.
came out a winner regardless.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean? Like
this is $100,000 purse. The Derby
Exactly.
was, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Anyways,
yeah,
the now fast forward to tonight. When this comes out, you'll already be announced. It'll be in 2 weeks. But for you to be the leading jockey here at Assiniboia Downs, you didn't get it there last year, but this
No.
year you get to the title back.
yeah.
What's that feeling for Antonio Whitehall?
Well, it's very fulfilling because I worked hard for it.
Yeah,
Had a different mindset this year, and I was very focused. And it's just a dream to get like a third title. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's an awesome feeling. I'll cherish this moment for life.
Well, and like we were talking about before we hopped on air, for people that are listening that don't necessarily know horse
Yeah.
racing, it's not just like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday show up and ride. It's you get on 7 days a week.
Yep.
You get up at 5 a.m. every day.
No days off.
No days off. 5 a.m. to 10:30 in the morning, usually
Yeah.
11, and you're riding horses.
Then we come over here and go in the sauna.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweat for like
We're
an
in the
hour.
jocks room too for everybody
Yeah.
listening. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
awesome. Antonio's
for-
sitting in his.
Sweat for like an hour and a half. Come out, barely got time to nap, and then we go. It's go
Yeah.
time, nighttime.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally. I've always, like, when I was a kid, I thought jockeys were like a hero to me. Because my mom and dad were big into horse. They still are big
Yeah.
into horse racing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I always said I would give my left nut to be a jockey. But Antonio, that dream died when I was about 13. I got a little too big. But
Play basketball, bro.
I know, yeah, and that's what we did. But what is the mindset like when you come into the jocks room before the horse races? Are you looking at the program? Have you watched a little film? Do you know all the horses you're riding that night? Walk some people through that are listening.
yeah.
What the
Well,
jocks room is like.
From home, I'm just like laying on the couch or sitting down on the couch. Sorry. I got my program and going over every horse. Read it first, and then I pull up the films and watch. Do some homework. See if the previous guy that wrote it made a mistake or what.
Yeah.
And even if it's me, I just try to correct it and try to give the horse every shot. you
Right.
know?
That it can.
And then you just watch it over and over and get it to stick in your head. So by the time you come in a room and it's game time, you're already focused and you don't have to like brainstorm.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's game time.
Oh yeah.
So
It's time for the adrenaline rush.
I mean, and I've watched you walk out of the jocks room into the paddock area and onto the racetrack.
Yeah.
You're pretty focused in.
Oh yeah.
What are you thinking about when you're focused in?
I don't know.
Because a lot of professional athletes think of it as a different way. Some like visualize what's about to happen. Some are just kind of
No.
focusing on the moment.
I just think it's more in the moment. I don't really like to overthink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I just go with the break.
Yeah.
And I just think fast and go from there.
Yeah.
And if the plan A doesn't work, we go to plan B. Plan
Yeah.
B doesn't work, we go to plan C. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just adapt quick. Yeah.
No, totally. I get that.
Yeah.
I was talking to a mutual friend of ours before this. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go up to Winnipeg tomorrow and interview Antonio for swim
Yeah.
lessons. And he's
Like your mom was pumping me
I
up the
know.
whole
Yeah.
week.
Mom's was happy. And one thing the person said that was, I won't name their name, but they said Antonio has a great clock. Like, Antonio, you have a mind kind of built for horse racing
Yeah.
where the clock means you know when to move the horse. It's not too
Exactly.
early.
Not too
It's
late.
not too late. You just
Yeah.
kind of sit and wait.
Patience.
And the feeling. What's your clock like? Clock sounded a little too close to something else.
Well, I mostly go with the horse too in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to time the race perfect.
Mhm.
You don't want to pull the trigger too early.
Yeah.
Then you come up empty. You just have to be able to gauge, and really watch the race and see how it unfolds and know if they're going too fast or if they're going too slow. If they're going too slow, you got to, step on it to make them step it up a bit.
Mhm.
If they're going fast, you just sit back and relax, Patience. It's a
Yeah.
patient game.
Yeah.
Most guys be hasty, but to each their own.
Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
One guy I wanted to give a shout out to that's probably one of the most hardworking guys on the backside is Roy.
Oh,
our
yeah.
mutual friend Bazinga.
I was going to say Bazinga.
I love that guy.
Shout out to Bazinga.
Did you grow up with Roy?
No, actually, I didn't. No.
Okay. Just met him here?
No, I met him back in Barbados
back
when
in
I was an
Barbados.
apprentice. Yeah, long time ago.
Roy's the man.
Oh, yeah.
Grooms?
Top groom.
Dude,
Champion groom.
top champion groom.
Yeah,
I
you
always
know what
tell
I
him
mean.
he's the true hero.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good. And that's important in the training business is the
Exactly.
trainers have grooms. Grooms take care
You
of the
need good
day-to-day
help.
stuff. Yeah.
Good help, you know.
Good help.
That
It's hard
knows
to come
around the
by.
horses and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Not just cleaning the stall, etc. But you
Yeah.
gotta know the animal and be able to help the horse, like massage and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. One thing that I personally, as your friend, want to know is what does Antonio Whitehall's future goals look like?
Well, one of my biggest goals on my bucket list is to be riding at Woodbine, bro.
Yeah.
Take it to the next level.
Yeah.
I want to ride at the A track in Canada. You know what I mean? Like, I tried Century, it did good. This is my home, you know?
Yeah.
Winnipeg, Assiniboia Downs, I love it here. Everyone here is fantastic. Like, I want to try Woodbine someday, though. That's
Right.
my plan.
Yeah.
I think I'll fit in it.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You know
You'll
what I mean?
dominate
Like,
wherever you go.
yeah.
Yeah. You got
Just
the
a
mindset.
mindset.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look at
jinx you,
that.
bro.
Dude. Look at that. No, and I just another thing that I know a few people have asked me about when it comes to horse racing is, does the jockey always know the owners, always know the trainers? I tell people generally trainers, not
Yep.
necessarily always the owners.
The owners
But-
don't really be around sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And when you talk with the trainer and when you're kind of figuring out the horse, say you're in the barn or you're in the
Yeah.
race, what's the communication like generally with trainers?
Well, over the past couple of years, it's been different for me compared to when I first got here. Like, I used to get a lot of instructions.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trust and faith in me now. So that's like I said, I basically have to do homework because they're expecting me, to give them the best trip.
Right.
So I just be prepared and I give them my opinion and they offer theirs, and we
Yeah.
kind of like mesh together and come up with a plan on the spot. Or sometimes they just say, you know what to do. I don't want to tell you how to do your job. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah,
That's it's kind of like having a good quarterback on the football team. You don't
Exactly.
necessarily have to just
You know
kind
what
of
to
let
do.
him go. You know what to
Yeah,
do.
Exactly.
Hey, Derek Corbell, shout out the
Yeah.
starter here, Derek.
Big guy.
He's the man, Derek Corbell, the starter
That's
coming
the
in
guy.
to see. But Antonio, one thing too that I've noticed as your friend is you've kind of I don't know, not grown up isn't the right word.
Yeah.
But since we were kind of kids when we first met.
Oh my God.
Now I look at you and I like to have a few beers every now and then. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey man, you want to have a beer? You go, after Wednesday's races, but it's strictly business till then. And I'm
Exactly.
like, I respect that. That's
Gotta
awesome.
stay focused.
Stay focused.
Stay grounded. Stay humble.
Yeah.
Don't want to slip up.
And I took a page out of your book, so now I'm just waiting for that
The
bottle
thing
of
about
tequila.
it-
Yeah.
Someone is always there just waiting to fill my spot, right? So I
Dude.
gotta be on game. Like,
It's true.
I gotta be sharp and
Yeah.
protect my
Yeah.
place right now.
Yeah. No, and
There's always someone there waiting to take your spot.
Siobhan Bell.
Oh, big at Siobhan. Can you hear me running now?
I have you talking about Siobhan a little bit.
That's my buddy.
He's my bro too.
Oh, he sits right next to me.
yeah,
every
yeah.
minute.
Shout out Bell.
Yeah.
He is one of the most hardworking guys.
Oh yeah,
all time.
he deserves it.
He deserves the dubs that's come
Oh,
his
yeah.
way. I mean, he's up at 5, 6 a.m. and he's riding horses till noon.
Mm-hmm.
Getting on for everybody, which is
I know,
awesome.
especially in the summer. It was hot.
Yeah, he's
Still
wearing
going.
a coat and
Yeah,
sweating it all out.
Still going.
Yeah. Hey, do you think big things are coming for Bell?
Yes.
Yeah.
After this year, just step it up a notch.
I told him I want to be his agent.
Yeah, you should.
I know. I said, Siobhan, you got big things coming, man. And with a work ethic like that, I mean, you know this.
Exactly.
Anything's
Work hard,
possible.
play hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anything's possible.
Hard work outdo talent any day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when the talent is sleeping on a day, the hard work will prevail.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
The last part of our interview, I want to talk a little bit about the room that we're in, the Jocks room.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any stories, and you don't have to name names, but you got any stories of, because when the race is going on and there's an inquiry, like one guy shuts off another guy,
Yeah.
or, something happens in the gates, have you witnessed any fights in here? Any arguments, any fisticuffs come to fruition, or what's going on in here that you can share?
Well, recently, no fights. No
Yeah.
fights, just arguments, People calling one another names, you shithead,
Yeah.
you princess, you this and
Yeah.
that, da.
Your mother sucker you!
It's more like bumble clap. Oh, you're Russell.
Russell.
Some kind like that.
Yeah.
But recently, it's been pretty good. Everyone's
Yeah.
like a big team union now. So
But
You
every
know?
now and then there's a
argument, someone gets shuts off in a race or
Yeah.
whatever. This one thing, oh, you're trying
here
to drop
comes
me.
Curdy. Dude, this guy's a go. This was it. We were just talking about
This is my
Kurt.
agent.
Kurt
my
was
best
your
agent.
old agent.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Little Bayesian buddy.
Where's the bank spear?
The Banks beer is
Yeah.
back at home, and I'll be seeing it in February. I know that. Unless you're buying me a ticket to Barbados in December with all the money you made this year.
This guy's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't your bitch, bro.
Why not?
Come on.
Not a shot.
Okay.
It was worth trying though.
How am I not going to try? I think I got mounts.
Antonio, what was it like
Stop asking.
having Kurt as your agent?
Awesome. Like,
Yeah.
don't really have to like be down behind him like other agents. I don't want to call names. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I have faith in him and I trust him. But Kurt, you're going to get the best.
Dude, isn't he the brainiac behind everything pretty much?
Yeah.
And I would say
And
this
he's a
behind
numbers
Kurt's
guy
back,
too, so
yeah.
which makes it even better.
And
Dude.
you know what I really liked is that we were always on the same page.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we were doing something in a race and we had to spin someone and take a different horse, we both knew that, and I always said, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
If we both become the bad guy, we get fired.
Yep.
But then if he calls me the bad guy, I already know he's going to do that. It's already planned.
Yeah.
Then we get away with it. And
Yeah.
Go, yeah, your agent's an asshole.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I go, yeah, I'm an asshole, but hey, we got the win, didn't we?
Yeah.
And, hey, do we get the mount on the other horse?
We go
next-
back
Yeah.
for it and we
next
get it
week?
back.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, hell yeah. But see, that's the type of stuff like a lot of people don't see.
No,
You know what I
'cause-
mean? They just see you, Antonio Whitehall, winning. They don't know the agent talking to the trainer and the owner and it's kind of a big moving.
I never got in Kurt's
thing.
way. I just let him do his job. That was one of the key moments too.
Well, he
Because he
had
knows his job, you know?
Kurt had like three top jockeys that one year. He had Adolfo, you. Who else you have, Kurt?
And
Praven.
Praven Badger.
And we
yeah.
tied. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he tied.
Jesus.
Must have been his
Adolfo
41.
left early, but he would have
Yeah.
been right there too. And-
He was a great jockey too.
but,
out
it-
of
but
Phoenix.
it's easy when you're selling gold in a gold market.
Yeah.
When you're selling a top rider, it's easier to get the mounts than a guy who's at the bottom of the list and hasn't won in a while. When you're trying to sell them, it is so tough because everybody goes after the top horses.
Yeah,
Right.
like, what do you do when you open a program and you look at the standings?
Yeah, you look at the jockey.
Exactly. You want to get the
Who are
like,
the top guys?
Look at
Who
the
are one
quarterback
they're
of the team.
talking about? Who won races last week?
Yeah.
He got the double. He got the hat trick.
Yep.
Ooh, I'll remember that.
Who's in
They
form.
don't remember it long,
Right.
but they remember it long enough for entries coming up for the next
oh
week.
yeah,
Right.
And that's key.
Yeah.
That's gravy.
That's how you sell fast.
Yeah. No,
Mhm.
totally.
Sell gold in a gold market. You can go to silver, you can go to bronze.
Yeah.
And a perfect example of this is Demario Bino. He had 4 wins last year at Century Mile.
Century Mile,
Downs.
yeah.
And he used to be in the upper echelon, but he got pushed down, never had a strong agent, and he was just kind of thrown by the wayside. And this year, he's at, I think, 41 wins
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And he just won the stake at Century Downs.
yeah.
And he's having a career year.
Turn around.
And,
Killing it.
And he can ride.
Oh yeah.
You watch him out there, he can ride, but it's all about getting horsepower.
Right.
I don't care how good of a rider you are, if you do not have horsepower to show how good you are, you're going to fall by the wayside
Yeah.
and then nobody wants you.
Right.
You're as good as a
Sometimes you gotta
Cadillac.
make a move.
Oh
Yes. Yes, I
yeah, that
agree.
is true.
Well-
See, you're getting some tips.
I know.
from when you
Yeah.
become
I'm going to be an agent
year.
next year. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that. We're going
Off
to do.
hearing it, you know, I have a few ideas. yeah.
My guy.
You got to do a little bit of homework.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of the guys here aren't into homework.
Yeah.
My homework starts after the races that night.
hmm
I start my homework because those horses come back usually 2 weeks.
hmm
So you already have them penciled into spots. You make sure that you're getting those horses back, the good ones.
Yeah.
The bad ones, you gotta ride some of those too.
Right.
Just to keep everybody happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you wanna find those good ones. But I thought what I excelled at when everybody went after the first, second, and third place horses
You go
from
after
the
the
last
fourth.
race, I went after the fifth and sixth place
Right,
horses
right.
that I think didn't get the best rides.
Right.
And then those horses are coming around. When those early horses fall off, those are the ones that are going to get you 2-3 wins in a row.
The boomers.
Because they were peaking at that time too.
Yeah.
The other
And
horses
I'm a
getting
busy
tired.
guy. You can hear my phone, so I'm just going to jump over that.
Yeah, you still got time to do an interview after this, Kurt? All right. Well, dude, there we go. We got a first look insight on,
Oh, yeah.
on you and Kurt.
You know that.
Antonio, one thing I ask all my podcast guests before we wrap it up
Yeah.
is swim lessons is kind of a podcast about overcoming the difficult times, learning to swim in rough waters,
yeah.
learning to overcome things. What is something that Antonio Whitehall, a successful jockey, now one of the best Canadian riders, what do you do to kind of overcome when things aren't going your way?
I just pray, have faith in God, you know what I mean? Read my Bible daily and
Yeah.
just try to like get through the rough part. Like I embrace it. I don't run from it, you know? I embrace it and get to the root of the problem and solve it.
Yeah.
Stay
I like
positive.
that.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Exactly.
I like that, bro.
Stay
Well,
prayed up. Godspeed.
I appreciate you. I'm really proud of you. I'm proud to be your friend.
Oh yeah.
This year has been killer for you. It's been awesome watching you, and I
Thanks,
appreciate
bro.
you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
All love all
Thanks
the
for-
time. You know
Appreciate
that.
it, brother. Always.